Back again. Here we go. Tell a friend. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Oh yeah. Here we go. And this is SHIB Worldwide 50 Raffle. This is our live stream SHIB Worldwide broadcast show. We're asking the simple question is, who is reducing SHIB circulating supply and why are they reducing supply? Who is reducing SHIB circulating supply now? Who wants to be the next multi-millionaire? Can SHIB make you happy? Can this happen? When will SHIB explode? What is the timeline and what will happen? When will it happen on? Right now, as we speak, orders are piling in. That is true. We also have less supply. We have less supply for the entire world to take advantage of SHIB. Yesterday and the day before, we have less supply than we do. There are more people coming in. And why is the price down there? All good questions. All good things goes away. Right? So we want to make sure that everybody has a chance to participate. Absolutely. We are going to do comedy. We have the comedy club in the house, in your house, living room, in your absolutely drive you crazy. Drive all crazy. Find the thumbnail, guys, for today's live event. She burns. Oh. Stop. Some silly reason I can't find it. I'll find it tomorrow. I need it now. Need you now. SHIB versus BBC. Do that one. Well, we're just adding tags. We're going to get into the analytics and we're going to share this with the world. Give me a second to get in. We are the SHIB Worldwide 50 Raffle. In case you're wondering, we did not sell any tickets in the 24 hours, but we're doing up a Zephy grant up to $200,000. That's $200,000 worth of grants. We don't get that right away. Or $500,000 grant, you're not going to get that right away. It takes 5 years to get it, and we will be doing some SHIB circulating supply with it on the raffle draws. So we'll be able to host those raffle draws, showing it so that everybody can start participating in the raffle tickets. So that would be massive for everybody. That would be approximately at the price that SHIB is currently at right now. We're looking at approximately $400,000 within 5 years, or breaking down from 5 years was basically $100,000 a year. So what would that do for SHIB circulating supply? Well, we would do 80% of the reduction. So that's 80,000 SHIBs per year. So 4 years, 48, 4 years, that's a lot, maybe 400. 4 times 8, 32, 300, $20,000 back to the entire community in the form of burns. And that would be to use to entice people to buy. Absolutely. So everybody would understand that. And after that period of time, everybody in the world should be buying SHIB tickets. Exactly. All it's going to do is drive more awareness for SHIB. That's it. And line for everybody. We're just going to do the rest of this, and then we'll continue into today's session. I think I showed the links, guys. Bear with me. On this platform, it doesn't give me the option. I have to come in right away and post. That's the problem. So there's absolutely everything's transparent on this. No and different butts. Da. Oh, excuse me. It's on. Broadcast starts. So massive love shout out to everybody in the world. Massive love shout out to Jason Fox. Massive love shout out to Chris. Massive love shout out to Gabriel, Leah. Massive love shout out to DJ Ryan. Massive love shout out to you. Massive love shout out to Spear, Fishaw, Trish. Massive love shout out to you guys. Massive love shout out to Lamel, Joe, Paul. Massive love shout out to you, of course. Massive love shout out to the entire world. So Philippines, Russia, Malaysia, Indonesia, Australia, Africa, everyone in Africa, everyone in Australia, everyone in Europe, everyone in Asia, everyone in South America, everyone in North America, massive love shout out to you, especially those in the United States, and pick it up with us, the host of this amazing event. And the opportunity is that SHIB is extremely undervalued. How do we know it's undervalued? The less supply, more demand, after break before your eyes. And frustrated? Absolutely. Why? Because it has two fundamentals going forward that it has not reached its climax. So that means that everybody is not taking advantage of the entire ordeal of this. Because if you did, you would understand that less supply, more demand drives opportunity. Where should be sitting all-time highs. We have less supply than we did before. We have more wall holders than we ever did before. So we should be through the roof. Should be flying high. Burn, baby, burn. Right? Catch on fire and take off like a bat out of hell. We should be sitting at approximately all-time highs of 30.65. We are nowhere near that. Nowhere near that. That means we have a lot of people that need to come into SHIB. So that means we're going to start seeing somebody stop selling at ridiculously low prices. That's what you're going to start seeing. You should see this astronomical take off. Now, that being said, we do have a ceiling of 22 trillion holders trying to get out. They formed the ceiling, so they're hoping that people are dumb enough to buy into what they're selling. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to drive it down. We want to drive it up. Right? We want to go through the roof. 22 trillion, break that 22 trillion, that's 22 trillion that will not get back in at this level. So that's what they have to understand when they do a ceiling like this. That we sold at that ceiling level, which is ridiculous in the world. And massive shout out to Ruby's channel. Massive. So we're going to share the channel with everybody. Hold on. Da. What I said I'll do for you. Yeah. We're going to share this with everybody. Facebook. Here we go. We're back. Back in the New York groove. Yeah. Ah. Da, da, da. We're here to show you the money. Show you the money. Who wants to see the money? Money. Down. We're down, down, down. Yes, and this is SHIB Worldwide 50/50 Raffle. We're live. And what are we talking about? We're talking about show me the money. Show me the money. Well, we're going to show you the money just in a second here as we dare to share with everybody. See if I got this straight now. Yes, I got it straight now. Just give me a second. We're going to share this with the rest of the world. Yes, hello, Babes Channel. Massive love shout out to Wenna. Massive love shout out to Rowena. Massive love shout out to Jason Cox. Massive love shout out to Prince Williams. Massive love shout out to you. Massive love shout out to the entire planet. We want to make sure that everybody understands where we're coming from, what we're doing, and what is available to everybody. Yeah, massive love shout out to Rowena. Massive love shout out to Bays. Massive love shout out to Ethan. Massive love shout out to Aiden. Massive love shout out to Jason M. Massive love shout out to Jason Medallion. Massive love shout out to you because we got so many Jasons out there. Massive love shout out to Dong and her family, Kate, Tintin, and Casey. Massive love shout out to you. Massive love shout out to Athena. Massive love shout out to Leia and Novi. Massive love shout out to you, of course. Just bear with me here. We're going to see if we can share these links with everybody because it's very important that we do, because we might make sure that everybody has a chance to come in and say hi. Hey, and where you're from, what country you're from, which region, and what's available for everybody that wants to know more about SHIB. Exactly. So we're going to share as we dare. Share it with Facebook because we have 2 accounts. So live. We are live for everyone, so yes, we want to share that. We want to share this with who? TikTok, Facebook Marketplace. No, Snap. What's up? What's up? I'm gonna send it to public. Boom, baby. Yes, we are live. So thank you so much for everyone coming in and taking part in tonight's festivities. Um, we are late. Yes, I realize that. I had to go through Ziffy, which is a nonprofit organization group, and they're telling me to put out my sponsorship so that we can start this off the right way with a $500,000 grant, which would be awesome if we got that from the government. We would burn 80% of that grant back into the SHIB community through the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle draws. So just so that people have an understanding what that means. We get about 100,000 a year for the grant. And then with the grant, what we would do is 80% of it would go to the reduction of SHIB circulating supply as a way of promoting the raffle draws so that everybody could see that the money's actually being put to use to reduce SHIB circulating supply. None of it would go towards us except for the 20%, which would be to keep the lights on, keep everybody happy, get some new laptops, maybe buy some new equipment to keep us broadcasting for you live and all these special events that we do for you. And advertising, of course. So, which wouldn't give us much room for advertising, just so everybody knows. Advertising costs are relatively high. I don't know if anyone's aware of those, but yeah, the advertising costs are extremely high. So, for instance, most want $107 to $200 a month just for advertising. Now, that is to promote SHIB, that's to promote us, the SHIB 50/50 raffle to the world. Because we are not being sought after by all these SHIB founders, which we should be. SHIB should be through the roof right now. We have more wallet holders than we've ever had. We have more reductions than we've ever had. So we have less supply, more reductions. SHIB should be through the roof. And SHIB's price is at $13,995. It hit $1,400. 14. It shouldn't even be at this level. It should be at all-time highs, guys. Guys and girls, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, start your engines because SHIB should be rocketing straight to the moon and not letting go. Everything else isn't reducing anywhere near what SHIB is reducing in circulating supply. And it's gaining more and more value as more and more people jump in. So what we have here is a very unique situation where I want you to start. You guys ready? We're going to do some calculations. You guys love calculations? I love calculations, right? Calculations aren't the number one everything, right? They're not the be all and end all of everything. And besides, we have 22 trillion SHIB that's trying to sell at, I have no idea, at 14 something. So that's why it's constantly driving down. But I want them to understand something. 22 trillion at 1400 when we have less supply than we ever had and we have more wall holders coming in. So if they want to sell it at that price, by all means sell it. But you can rest assured that that is it at that price, because once it breaks above that price, SHIB should never ever come back down to these levels ever again, because we're adding more and more wall holders and we're reducing more SHIB supply. So it's a deadly combination for everybody to understand that. So once they try and move it downward because they're trying to steal it from everybody, they are going to see it skyrocket it like a bat out of hell, back to 24, back to 36, back to 4, 4, 5, 4, 8, and then boom, baby, 9, 4 zeros, 9, 4, and then 5, and then 3 zeros, then 3 zeros, 1, 2, 3 zeros, 3, 4. You're going to start seeing SHIB move the opposite direction that they want it to move in. And it's going to create what? FOMO. Absolutely going to create FOMO. More people are going to come in because more supply is going to be reduced. Therefore, what's going to happen is it creates that Big Bang theory that SHIB is going to just explode, because less supply, more demand is going to drive SHIB through the roof. Absolutely. It's a fundamental fact. And if they're selling it at this price, they're going to get burned, baby, burned bad. That's the truth of it, because they're not understanding it either. Their concept is off the charts, and they think that they're going to be able to dictate what price that SHIB's going to go in. They can't, and it's going to be they're not going to be able to get back in at this level. They try and sell it. That's what I kept saying to everybody. You don't understand. Selling at this level is not a good time to sell it at this level. This is really low, and we have enormous buying power coming in. So it's a win-win situation for everybody getting in, and it's a bad situation for those that are trying to get out. Bad, 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 bad. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because you're having less supply, more demand. It's just a fundamental fact that everybody's going to start taking advantage of everybody trying to sell it at this level. The fact that it came down so drastically, and it just means that it's going to go up even faster because of the amount of liquidity that they've forced it down on, trying to buy it at a lower level. Now, they're still trying to buy it at a lower level, but I don't think they're going to be able to do it, personally. I think what's going to happen is they're going to start understanding that it's too late. Now selling it 22 trillion, they're going to miss out on 22 trillion at this level. That's ridiculous. Insane. So either they have two choices. Either they sell all of it, the 22 trillion at this level, hoping that it's going to go back to this level, or they're going to miss out on it completely. And that's a lot of SHIB. When you think about it, that's a lot of SHIB that's trying to sell it at that level. So that once it's gone, bye-bye, muchachos. SHIB is gone like a rocket. Bye, bye, Miss American, bye. Now, where could it go? It could go back up to 24 easily, and then hit another wall. But the same problem. More people piling in as they understand what's going on. Now, we talked about this earlier on X. I don't know if anyone caught this, but I'm going to talk about it again on X. Okay, so I brought up 3 relevant points. What happens when companies start reducing SHIB circulating supply on a massive scale? What is that going to mean for SHIB? Well, if they started today, McDonald's started it. We talked about it on X today. If they started burning just 1 cent, which they get to write off, by the way, that 1 cent on every single item that they sold. Now, that's less than 1%. Less than 1%. And they get to write it off. 100% get to write that off. So they get it to write it off, which means it's given back to them at the end of the year. So they're getting paid to reduce it. And they're going to buy SHIB in the process, because it makes 0 sense why they wouldn't buy SHIB, right? So McDonald's would buy SHIB on a massive scale. How much would they buy? Probably around 7 trillion to 8 trillion SHIB. Or they'll try and buy 7 to 8 trillion SHIB, because you have to buy more than what you're going to be reducing the circulating supply of. In the short term. In the long term, no. But in the short term, yes. You want to see money returned to you tenfold. So in order for that to happen, that it doesn't cost you anything, it's a benefit all around. Everybody benefits from it. So what happens is everybody starts to pile in, understanding that 1 cent on every single purchased item. And what did we talk about? Was 44,000. Hold on to your bobby sacks. We'll get right into it. Hold on. Where are we? Home. Yeah, let's go. Profile. Okay. Okay, we did Starbucks. 38,137 stores worldwide. They do 1 cent burns. They serve 35,000 people a day. 35 times 1 cent per item that they sell. 1 cent, right? Just a 1 cent. That equals 13,313,000 per day. 13,313,000. Close to 13.4. Okay, 13,304,000. 14, sorry, 314,000 roughly per year. 13 million. Works out to, no, per year would be 4 billion. 4.859 billion per year USDT. SHIB has a market cap of what? 8.1, 8.0 billion dollar market cap right now. That is 60% of the total supply wiped out from one company. Now, we mentioned another company. What company was that? That was Amazon, right? If we were to actually buy anything from Amazon, doesn't cost us anything. They're willing to do 1 to 1.5% on every single item sold that they made a profit on. And the 1% profit that they make on it, they're going to reduce SHIB circulating supply with it. That would be $5.75 billion worth of SHIB gone to the dead end wallets if everyone used the links on the website. Now, you add those two together from two companies, Starbucks and never mind Tim Hortons, never mind Burger King, never mind BP's, Boston Pizza, never mind Wendy's, never mind all the fast food chains that are out there, never mind Tim Hortons, never mind coffee, Coffee House, never mind Minute, what's the other one? Second Cup, never mind Second Cup, right? Never mind, what's another franchise? The Gap. Never mind Walmart. Never mind Canadian Tire. Never mind all the retail stores, Lululemon. Never mind them. Okay. Never mind all their stores they have. Never mind that the 1% or 1 cent per item. Never mind them. Just in two companies alone, if they reduce SHIB circulating supply. Now, that doesn't include Ford. It doesn't include GM. Doesn't include Dodge. Doesn't include Fiat. Doesn't include Mercedes. Doesn't include Ferrari, Lamborghini, Mercedes. What's the other one? BMW. Never mind them. Them doing it. Okay, if those two companies did alone, there's in 1 year zero supply left at this rate of what's going on. So you want me to show you the money? I'm showing you the money. There's the money. That's what I've been saying all along. Everybody has to understand that concept. You don't understand that, you will miss out big time. Because what is going to happen? It is going to drive demand on SHIB. Now, is everybody getting frustrated with SHIB right now? No. SHIB makes zero mistakes, guys. It's the investors who don't see the vision. It's the investors who look at it and say it's going nowhere. And that's why SHIB doesn't take off. It's because of investors. It has nothing to do with anything else. Because it's all depending on what they want to buy it and what they want to sell it for. It's on them. The onus is on you. Okay? So if somebody is selling 22 trillion SHIB, that's on them. They want to sell that many SHIB, then knock your socks off. Somebody is going to easily buy it out from you. McDonald's, I just talked about it. McDonald's could do it. Starbucks could do it. Tim Hortons could do it. And why would they do it? Well, there's a few reasons why they would do it, because it costs them nothing to reduce it, and it's going to increase their value. So this loophole that's available to every single company in the world, if they found out about this loophole, everybody would take advantage of it. There wouldn't be anybody who gets left out at all out of this. And SHIB would go through the roof, astronomically shoot up like a bullet that's faster than you could ever imagine, right? So we talked about McDonald's on X and what they would do and the amount that they would reduce based on simple facts. Now, that is only 1 cent. Now, what happens if they increased it to 10 cents or $1 per item? It still costs them nothing. They get paid to reduce it from the country's code of conduct because it's reducing circulating supply, both fiat and SHIB at the same time, therefore increasing the value of their currency, of their fiat currency, which the government gives them kickbacks to, so it costs them nothing to do it. So we got something that's happening that's gaining in value every second of every single day that they're reducing the SHIB circulating supply of it. Then they are making even more money as more people jump into it. So they're gaining wealth. So if there's 22 trillion SHIB, all it takes is McDonald's, Tim Hortons, Starbucks, The Gap, Lululemon, Walmart, Canadian Tire, all the big stores, right? All the major stores, Nordstrom, Tiffany's, De Beers, and then you have the banks. The banks, and they don't even know about it. If they knew about this, it would skyrocket like a bat because they would buy up pretty much everything that's in supply right now at this low level. Then what they would do is they'd go straight to the government, ask them for a grant, not even use their own money, go and ask them for a grant so that they could use it to burn SHIB with it and then pay off the loan on it with the profits they would make in SHIB. Again, they're getting a loan that they got to pay back, which they've been paid back within months of each other because the amount of money that they make off it is phenomenal. So you can imagine just how the whole prospectus would look on everybody that wouldn't be taking advantage of this, which is insane, by the way. And it could ignite everything in SHIB. It would throw it through the roof in a heartbeat. And that's what you're missing out on. And that's where I'm showing you the money. I'm showing you this is money in your pocket, guaranteed to make you money because everybody wants to make money. There isn't a single soul out there that doesn't want to make money. And reason why I haven't hit 4 million viewers is because everybody's afraid that I might be right or I'm full of it. Either way, you can see where it's very entertaining and it's very poetic, if you ask me, because you have two things going on that help the supply, help the money creation take off on a new perspective. I'm Will, your host. Thank you so much for coming. It's been a pleasure having fun with you today. I want to make sure that everybody understands that, and everybody can make money in SHIB. You're not going to get left out at all. SHIB is going to explode whether you want it to or not. That's the truth of it. Because more demand, less supply, more demand, less supply. We're on the cusp of watching SHIB skyrocket because there's 8 billion people on the planet. None of them want to get left out of making money. Not a soul wants to get left out of making money. And you will make money in this, guaranteed. Why? Reduction, more demand. Everybody in the world should be piling into SHIB in some way or another, through trust wallets, through ledgers, through moving currencies around. And SHIB is very low. Cost effectiveness is immense right now. And SHIB should never be at this levels because less supply, more demand. Everybody in the world should be in SHIB right now. Why aren't they? That's what you have to ask yourself. There's 1.5 million wall holders on the Ethereum blockchain, and that's climbing quickly because now it's almost at 1,510,000. So just so that everybody understands something, once we reach 2 million SHIB holders, it's going to fly like you've never seen anything fly before, because you'll see 10,000, 20,000 per day coming into SHIB. Why? Because it's constantly reducing its circulating supply, increasing more demand. It's a no-brainer, guys. It's just that simple. And the fact that you can take advantage of it right now, absolutely phenomenal that the price is trading at right now. It's unbelievably low. And we want to make sure that everybody gets this message. We won't leave anyone out of it, because if everybody understands it, then you have all the people who sell anything in India. All they have to do, if they have a franchise or they want their growth to go through the roof, all they got to do is come up with a way to tell the government to listen. Vladimir Buterin gave us 40 trillion SHIB. How come we're not taking advantage of that? Now SHIB is on a tear. It's going to make even more money as more people are reducing the circulating supply. If they ask, why are they reducing the circulating supply? It's to add value to your currency. What? You missed the boat. I'm sorry, but you missed it. You completely got by it. I don't know how you missed it, but you missed it. Reducing the circulating supply of SHIB is paramount for your currency to actually explode in value, because SHIB is reducing its circulating supply, therefore adding value to everybody's currency as it reduces its circulating supply. So it's in your best interest to reduce the circulating supply of SHIB. You should be giving out tax incentives, burning SHIB at will. This would increase what? More value and drive in more awareness for the whole entire SHIB community, period. And it would gain worldwide visionaries from everywhere. And then you have your fund managers jumping in, you have your banks jumping in, trying to get a hold of the market before it explodes. And it's going to explode. It's going to happen very, very rapidly. We're already starting to see the reduction in SHIB circulating supply starting to increase. And you're starting to see what? More people piling into SHIB because they understand what wealth creation is all about. And that's the bottom line. And that's what SHIB's all about. And we want to make sure that everybody gets that before the end of the month. So we're trying to get the website changed for you. So the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle is moving to a different platform, just so that you're aware, and it's taken time to move it over, guys. So thank you so much for coming, and appreciate everybody who comes in and takes part. And make sure you say hi, give big wave, shout out. Make sure you subscribe and like the channel so you can keep up to date what's going on. Make sure you stay up to date with the raffle draws, because the raffles are every single day. Now, when I move to the new platform, I might prolong that. If you watch the bottom, this isn't financial advice. We always say the same thing every single time we come on. Please use SHIB responsibly. Do not buy SHIB with your life savings. Make sure you use it like a raffle ticket. Buy only a raffle ticket's worth of SHIB. You don't need any more. How many stocks can you buy and buy a million of them? How many can you afford to buy like that? It's going to cost you $50,000, $60,000, $100,000 just to buy $100,000 at $1. Okay, so just keep that in mind. SHIB, you're buying it for right now $14.30 to buy 1 million SHIB. $14.30 buys you 1 million SHIB right now. So you got to keep that in mind, guys and ladies and gentlemen. Keep that in mind. What's going on with SHIB? And yes, I'm Will, your host of the SHIB Worldwide 50/50 raffle. We're going to rock you out. So thank you so much, and have a great and wonderful night, guys. Really appreciate you. This is Thursday. Enjoy your evening. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are in the world. And thank you so much for coming in and taking part. Massive love shout out to the Navarro family in the Philippines. Massive love shout out to Buxoy. And Rod, he's so proud. His 2 sons are graduating from the police academy. Massive love shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for participating. Thank you so much for taking part, and we're going to rock you out. Have a great, wonderful day, everyone. Cheers. Jesus loves each and every one of you. We didn't do the count tonight. We missed out. We have more wallet holders. 1.5, 0, 8, 9, 4, 3. Wall. Woo! 1,509,000 wallet holders. Massive love shout out to the whole entire SHIB community. We have massive burns in SHIB. Right? Party has to get that information right now. SHIBburn.com. Last 8 hours, 761,000. Okay, not very much, right? Here's that massive burns. The massive burns is accumulation, guys. We have less supply than we've had before. So therefore, you have less supply of something, you have more wallet holders, you're actually adding more value to SHIB. It's just not being recognized. We have a market cap of $8.2 billion. We should be sitting at $350 billion market cap for SHIB, because it's the only currency that's constantly reducing its supply. Thank you so much, everybody. Have a great and wonderful evening. We'll be live tomorrow. Hopefully, we can do to our live broadcast sometime tomorrow. Let's take some Christ, our Lord and Savior, as we rock it in. Let's bring everybody together. Say it with me. SHIB is your number one source to make you money. You are going to be phenomenally wealthy. People who sell it now are going to be paying the price later. And I wanted to warn them, but between warning and watching and paying attention, how many of them are doing it? How many are going on to the SHIB.com, getting educated? I don't know what SHIB is all about. Why SHIB is the number one currency in the entire world? And everybody needs to have some of it in their banks. And why is that? Because reduction, more people piling in, because they understand adding value means actually giving back to them. So every single person benefits from constant reduction in supply. Drives demand, drives people to it. Understand that, what that means for the entire world, that means wealth creation. If people understand that, that's short money, and it's coming, and it's coming fast. So if you're not getting in, you're gonna miss out. That's the truth of it. The whole life savings in it seems quite dangerous. Trust wallets are trustworthy. They've been around for years, so they are good. Now wallets, trust wallets, cold storage, and ledgers. Make sure that you double check your ledgers when you get them. If they haven't been tampered with, if they have been tampered with, just send it back immediately. Do not open it any further. Close it up, send it back, ask for the money back. And if somebody has already opened it, probably already has this. And if they haven't, please have it. There's changes on there that make the money faster. The truth of it is, if they have your keys are everything. Even though you've had to go and fill out form after form with your address, your email address, your identification card, your ID card, you have to file all that information out, and then you're given the 12 keys at the end of it. Those 12 keys go to a number of sites, enter the keys in, and then move your money around. It's unbelievable. That is the truth. And that's how you stay ahead of the game. And I want to make sure that everybody stays ahead of the game, and everybody comes out a winner. And in SHIB, you're going to come out a winner. How do you know that? Reduction it's that simple. It's that simple. SHIB should never go down. If it's always doing one or two of the things that it's already supposed to be doing. If boosting SHIB should go up. If more and more people are coming in, it should go up. If it's doing both, it should skyrocket. Make sense? Alright. Thank you so much for coming. God loves every one of you. Peace out, everybody. Live long and prosper. Make sure you hit like, subscribe if you haven't already. Stay tuned. Keep watching the drop take place. We are going to do this faster than you can shake the stick at. Once the drop starts to make you aware, we're supply and increasing value astronomically as more and more people are taking part in the raffle. Everybody wins. No one's left out. That's the thing. Thank God that we're able to do this for everyone. Thank you. Right. Absolutely. And we're going to count.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, every one of you. Love you. Take good care of yourselves and each other. Love to see us come out, take part, and have fun. Because making money should be fun. Everybody should have fun making money. And everybody has the opportunity to make money. no matter where you are in the world. Thank you so much. Have a great and wonderful night, everybody. Peace out, everybody. Cheers. Love you, every single one of you. Have a great night, guys. Good night. Bye-bye.